So, I thought for something a bit different, this is mainly for me, but somebody might find this interesting. I'm going to do a depth test with X-Terra. What is it? Started at 1, I've gone down to 18 inches. I'll be surprised if anything comes up that deep, to be honest. And if it does, I'm not digging an 18-inch hole, the size of it. So, I gave the 250 away to a pal. I dug it up after I buried it. I've given it away. That was yesterday. I should have kept it because it would have been a lot more useful to do this against the 250. But Gary has gone to a better home, so we'll just do what I've got. I've got the X-Terra, and I've got a selection of different things, common things that we find. Brass, plenty of these come up. Aluminium, lead or possibly pewter, I think. Older brass, a buckle, not quite sure what that is made of. I think that's gold gilt. It's a button, so we'll see. Slightly smallish piece of iron, and a pretty substantial axe head that I want to sort of see. I'll be really interested to see how deep that is. And what else? This is copper alloy, I think. 100% silver, 3p, 1896. A modern coin. Whoa, that is cupro-nickel, I think, something like that. And then 50% silver from 1931, and these two pennies. I've got, this one is 1862. I didn't actually dig that up. I was given that. And this one is 1889. They're both made of the same thing, bronze. The reason I'm doing two is I want to see if the older coin loses some of its metal or something and doesn't get picked up as deep. Just want to see that. Anyway, there we go. So, let me pause it and sort it out into an order, and I'll start filming the depths. Right, I had to go to the post office. I've come back and we've lost daylight, so apologies if the lighting is a bit off. I hate filming indoors. I can never get it right. Anyway, I've added a couple of extra things. Smaller piece of lead, larger pieces of brass. These are these 20mm casings. I'll probably never find these again. I found these up outside Leuchars Air Base. I think they used to do training in World War II up there. I'll never be up there again. I'll never find these again. But I see a few of the guys through in Glasgow and stuff finding this sort of thing, so it might be useful for them. I've added a bottle top because we all find hundreds of those. That's it, that's all I've added. And then we're going to do the iron and the can. And I've got a wee beer. Hopscotch. I bought this on the way home from the post office because I noticed it says, what is it, whiskey oak beer. Apparently they make the whiskey in the barrels, and when it's done they pour the whiskey out and they pour this beer into the same barrel, and it sits and sort of takes on the whiskey notes, the whiskey flavour, something like that. I haven't taken a sip yet. In fact, you know what, I'll do it right now. See if it actually tastes of whiskey. What does it say? It says sweet smoky amber beer blending 4 hops and aged with whiskey oak. Brewed in Glasgow. I wonder who makes that? Caledonia, right, okay. Let's see what that's like. Oh man, aye. You actually can. Ever so slightly. I hate whiskey. Proper whiskey, I can't stand this stuff. I puke with the smell of it, but this, I really wanted to try it, and it is nice. I don't know how to describe it, but aye, that is quite nice. Let's start with the brass. We'll start with the newest brass possible. Hold on. Oh, we're on sensitivity. I was going to do 30 and I thought I never use 30. I've never used it once. I usually use 24 or 25. Sensitivity is at 25. I'd say that's an 8. Yep, sitting at 8. Right, let's try older brass. Similar sort of size. Struggling. That seems to be a 6. Right, we'll try the largest of the brass. So it's the largest, but it's 1942, similar sort of age to that one there. So, should I do it this way? Just at 13, so there you go. Similar age, biggest size makes a difference of 7 inches. Wait. 7 or 8 inches. My maths is terrible. Why can I not do that in my head? Right, let's go on. We'll do the lead. Sitting at 11. Right, we'll try the smaller piece of lead. So, if that's anything to go by, this should not get as much depth. May seem obvious. Right, cheers buddy. Thank you. Oh, now what was that at? 9? Or 8? Oh man. Right, 9. Oh. Ooh. So the smaller piece of lead's sitting at 6. Again, a difference. Quite a big difference there. Probably seems completely obvious to everybody else. I've never really picked that up. Right, let's do aluminium oil can. It's for a Russian rifle, Soviet rifle. I don't know how to pronounce it. Mosin Nagant, I think it is. Double-sided. I think at least oil went in one side. I don't know what they put in the other side. Listen mate, oh man, come on, right, that was 9, what was this? Mate, you're wrecking my experiment. 6, wasn't it? 7, oh man. Right, you guys have got the advantage, you can just pause it and rewind. I'm going to stick that at 6, mate. Oh, right, that's at 14. That's the new leader there, 14 inches with a fairly large piece of aluminium. We'll try the buckle. We all find lots of buckles. I don't know what this is made of. I forgot to say, quite interesting to listen to the different sounds as well. 14, not bad. Now this is a sort of, what is this made of? Copper alloy. It's a sort of relic, I mean I know it's broken, but it's the sort of thing you do want to dig. $11. Same as the lead hare or rabbit or cow. Or sheep. Right, bottle top. That's an 8. Right, the gold, I think it's gold gilt, gold gilt, I think that's what it is, right. Ah. It's exactly the same as the bottle top. I mean, I'd personally be quite surprised at finding a bottle top 8 inches deep. I'm finding this interesting though. I should have done this years ago. Right, modern 20 pence. Cupro nickel. $7. So just above the bottle top and the button. Right, let's do 100% silver. $7, same as the 20 pence. Probably because it's tiny, but there you go. To do that one properly, I should have a big silver bar, like I can't remember what they're called. A silver bar. See what the size difference there is. 50% silver, but a bigger coin in size. Let's. Nah, see, it is slightly bigger, but it's got half the silver and it's at the same depth. I don't know what you could take for that. Right, let's do these 2 pennies. We'll do the oldest one first, 1862. Same as the shotgun casing 9. Right. This was 1889, so it's newer, but it's corroded. That hasn't been in the ground, this one has. I wonder if there's a difference. Right, sorry, had a bit of an equipment failure there. Right, let's see if this older, more corroded coin has any sort of difference. Interesting. That is interesting. Exactly the same. No difference whatsoever. I honestly would have thought the corroded one would be shallower. Alright, cool. Right, let's try the can. I suppose that is that aluminium. That might be comparable to this. Oh man, I should have made that much bigger. Just above. Again, I would be well surprised if you found a can at 13 inches. That's the sort of depth you get roaming at, I think. Okay, last but not least, the iron. Something that we all... It's old, so it's going to be deep, and we all find it. Not even 8, 7. 7 inches for this thin piece of iron. Now, I'm not sure about that one because I know for a fact I've dug up nails smaller than that and deeper, definitely deeper than 7, so maybe this entire test is flawed and useless. Oh, I like that. That is nice. Right, the last thing, the axe. By the way, I know some folk. Are you allowed to do this on YouTube? I'm sure I've seen other folk drinking a beer or whatever. But anyway, there's only. I looked at my statistics. Only 3% of my viewers, less than that maybe, are under the age of 17. So I don't think it's a problem. And you know, even if you're under 17, you've seen somebody in a pub drinking a bottle of beer, or your dad. Right, big, huge, giant clump of iron. Oh! 16. And that's the record. I had a feeling about that one. 16 inches. So there you go. 16 inches. Now what I'm going to do... How am I going to do this? I want to crank the sensitivity right up to 30, but I'm not going to do it with all these all over again. So I'm going to take... Right, I've had a serious think about it. I'm going to take all these away and just do the deepest thing. These two. Right, let's crank up to 30. Let me pause it. Get my ruler as well, because I'm going to add. It's going to be deeper, surely. So I'll have to get a ruler and just stick it over there. Okay. By the way, I don't know if I said 25 or 26 the last time. It was on 26. Now it's on 30. It's getting 18. $19. 5 more inches when you change it from 26 to 30 for this size of aluminium. So do we get 5 more inches with the iron? It's the same, 19. Wow, right. I don't know if that was interesting for anybody else. Most people probably already picked this up in their first week of detecting, but it's taught me a couple of things. The main one was the 2 identical coins with different dates and different levels of corrosion coming up exactly the same depth. I'm surprised at that. And it's good to see the way the size, like the different sizes of the lead, affected it. Oh, by the way, I'm going to unwrap one of these lead things soon. Probably stick that in my next video, actually. Right, that was that. Let me turn that off. Just a little experiment. Interesting for me, hopefully interesting for somebody else. Right, see you all later. I'm not going to say a day because I never stick to it anyway. Something comes up. I've got an interview tomorrow, so it's not going to be tomorrow. Okay, cheers. I forgot to say there at the end of the video, if anybody else has these lying around, which honestly, you probably have all got these, you've probably all got access to this. It would be fantastic to see other people do the same with their Deus, their 150, and everything in between. That would be pretty interesting, actually. Way more interesting than this video. Aye. So if anyone could do that, I would be really keen to see, especially if you own a 250 and a Deus. Aye, okay. Right, cheers.